Peak Thea, because I'm wearing my fuzzy slippers to a feature. So when I say poa, you say tree. Poa.
Tree.
When I say poa, you say tree. Poa.
Tree.
Okay, that's better. That's better. My name's Camila Elizabeth Aguirre Aguilar, but since that's a mouthful and I'm a mouthful, I go by Mila. My students call me Miss Mila. All right, so without further ado, I bet you didn't know this, but hate is actually love's little sister. Love gave little sister hate her name as like this instruction of what to do with her pain. But you see, the day after God gave Adam and Eve their eviction notice, Satan sweet-talked me breathless neath the naked trees of Eden, baby. Baptized her in gasoline and glitter, and bile and white capitalist patriarchy. Mira, that's how I stay slick and sparkly, hermana. I see you strutting, street sweeping up bad memories, little lady, loca, lonely. Look, you be less hoe and more holy, chale. You be more Marian, I be more Magdalene. I stay front and fuck love. Ain't never gonna be sad again. But don't you remember when I baptized you beautiful? Back home, bad thoughts, not to petroleum from your wet wings, sweet child of air. Let me comb out bad dreams from your hair, baby sister. Oh, shit. The monster was the creature under my bed, bitch. It was the conquistador that fucked me in it. So I swallow hollow tip and kick my bucket. Dito Guadalupe Hidalgo and spit up, fuck it. My stripper name be Nina Pinta, sometimes Santa Maria Hermana. Escúchame, ¿y qué dirás, love? ¿Qué dirás? More fucking poetry? I stand long-legged in 6-inch heels on the corner of Wall Street in pretty push-up bra, all twat out and lit up like a burning cross. Pues, make peace with your pieces, hermana, peace. I jam peace sign down swollen throat, become thigh gap and collarbone. Hermana, you are not a sample size porque you are not meant to be sampled. Look, you be double X chromosome, not double zero. Chale. I be triple X chromosome. Be a good girl for papi. Don't tell anybody. Tell him thank you for showing you what love ain't, hermana. Dile, gracias, good motherfucking fella. And return the straight jacket his sad little boy ass threw over your little girl's shoulders. Mika, you be woman waiting to wail, to whisper what happened to you in this big little crazy mundo. Mika, you be woman waiting. Déjame puta preciosa. Look, I hate you. I love you, hermana. So, love gave little sister hate her name as an instruction of what to do with her pain. Love said hate, H-A-T-E. Love said heal her and tell everything. Heal her and tell everything. Little piece of hair in my mouth. All right, so love poem, or we want to go into political territory, or what someone just shout something. Give me a sign. Love. Okay, love. You want to get some love. All right, okay, love. All right. All right, let me put my love pants on. Hold on. Me acuerdo los noches when the swollen stars gossiped about us. When the planets were aligned for us. When our love was raw and beating, trembling on newborn wobbled knees, when we cupped it in our hands and pressed its heart-shaped wings into the evening. Me acuerdo. When we melted together. When we unleashed our souls and watched them drip down the sides of the sky, watched them sparkle, swirl up in ghosts of smoke, and trace little letters on our thighs. And we felt the moment, the rush, the red, the release, the bite of the night of its lipstick-stained teeth, the fading of our little grenade love, lost like car keys from the holes in our jeans. Me acuerdo. The praying of 1,000 planets' hands, palms of the gods pressed together and praying just for us. hailing Abraham, Mary, and Jesus as the passion rusted, as our souls cascaded into mushroom clouds, collided, then combusted, ignited, then dipped into oil, dripped, whirlpool, soiled, and then lit. Charred, heart-shaped wings twirled downward, drooled, fingered rudely, and then clipped. Me acuerdo when our love developed a limp, when it tasted spoiled, when it was sipped, bitter like aged milk, guilt-tripped and unfulfilling as an empty pack of cigarettes. Me acuerdo when our love became toxic, when it bled right through our fingertips, when I burned 1,000 romantic manuscripts, sperm at those 1,000 I copied and pasted words, though just a foaming from your lips, baby, you make me sick. You know, fuck heart-shaped wings, okay? Fuck heart-shaped anythings. Fuck the gods, the bittersweet sobs, the throbs of lust, the red, the thrust, that shrivel and rush, the rotting, shriveled, crusty trust, that rust what once was between us. Fuck what we once had been, boo. Fuck the clots of love that clog my tub in which I scrub you off my skin. And fuck the knots and the potholes in my life that we created. And I spit on love and I sin on love because sometimes I love to hate it. Okay, so here's some newer shit. Newer shit? Okay. At 3 a.m, angels with tattoos on their necks hum hymns for hymns, browless and bold as stigmata, marked by the nails of Johns and Pauls, diablitos who chain smoke Pall Malls and get off on no and nailing the holy. Mira Maria, her halo the color of neon strip club signs, blue black hair braided for the coming. Palms pressed in 6-inch acrylic, Santa smudged the streets with burning crank, pupils black and round as God, Lady of Fatima and fentanyl. Christ breaks up bread on motel bathroom counters for the feeling of the 5,000. It's over. So how many of y'all are familiar with Vanessa Guillen? Raise your hands. Vanessa Guillen. She was murdered. She was 20 years old. So I think we're coming up on 2 years since she was murdered. And I wanted to do a poem for Vanessa Guillen. She was 20 years old, murdered April 22nd. A man took a hammer to your pretty head, the same month as Selena's birthday. Cake with pink roses, como la flor, hard metal against bone. He murdered you 6 days after my 29th on red land. Spring sun shining down on dirt. Dirt remembers the lines on our surprise dead native woman faces by heart. A 500-year-long tragedy, hermana. You helium now, forever rising up to something else. Young flower beaming, I cannot unsee you, smiling, blooming, beginning, brown eyes ending in lashes longer than you lived. How much more time I got? Like 1 minute, 2 minutes? Oh, 5 more minutes, Mom. Oh, Jesus. Okay, all right. Órale, all right. How many of y'all taken the 51B before? That was my lifeline. It is my lifeline. I don't know why I'm saying past tense. That's still my lifeline. Yeah, 51B. How many of y'all missed a bus before? Come on. You know that run you do trying to look all cool still, but you're like, fuck. Yeah. So, on that note, it's 2:30 and I missed the 51B again. In a waiting room, they renamed America, and I am just another walking. Another chain-smoking 30-year-old güerita. Get that money, mommy, bruja. Bet that lip liner look nice around my dick. Lil Miss Mala. Mom, I think this Mexican girl stole something from my big pretty house when she was cleaning my room. Let's rewind our home surveillance footage. Fuck you. I put Cholula y Lima on everything. Daughter of a felon turned machista. Daughter of a little mama that scowls at who she loves. I'm a 99-cent store Santo Velita burning bus mixing bitch. With a big ass laugh. And it's still 2:30. And the street smells like stinky Mexican heroin. Ooh, remember that shit, mija?
And the viejito sleeps back curled against Citibank in running shoes that say just do it on the sides. And the construction workers do not know. Their neon hard hats look military, that they've been hired as foot soldiers of a war called gentrification. And some lady says they're tearing down People's Park to build more university housing, that black and brown folks on the inside make lecture hall chairs for 86 cents a day. And I remember that just riding this damn city bus cost 3 times that, and I remember how often I am part of the problem. So I pick up my big ass head, a moon, a planet, a headache, and hoops, and pull my leggings up over my lonjas and start walking, because I quite literally cannot afford to pay any more attention. Scowling como mi mamá, porque I know the motherfuckers want it this way. Scene: white man on city bus. You already know where this is going. Eyes hungry and arrogant and fancy and unavailable as a 5-star restaurant in San Francisco. As a bought-off building that used to be somebody's home. Looks at me and my body is now a window seat, and there must have been some big system error, some big mistake that I could ever think that this seat was mine, like Indian land that could be used more properly. He smiles. Pretty girl, sometimes my mouth gets me in trouble, as if his mouth was outside his body, and I can only think, you sunburnt motherfucker. That to be black and brown, to be skin and pussy and queer is to be born without a goddamn mouth and still get fucked for being loud. Woo! Bullet in rib cage, gun down throat, hand around neck, to be hip bones and booty jiggle, to be 6'7" in hoops and hot shorts, to be brown eyes and cheekbones and gender non-conforming, to be walking the street is to not need to say nothing, to find yourself on your back, on the market, on your knees, face down against cop car, against asphalt, against wall, against mattress, against time, is to be a mouth with no mouth, is to have a pulse that gets you in trouble, is to be a body of water that you ain't allowed to drink, a body of water that they are hell-bent on crossing. Woo. I'll do one more. All right. Thank y'all for such good energy. I haven't done this in a minute. So, as my poem, I'm the daughter of a felon, so this is for my dad and my Uncle Charlie. All right. Mama, some little girl said something about how they don't want any more of us Mexican babies. She said they tied a big bow in your choo-choo. Mama, what is forced sterilization? Mama, Carlos said our water tastes like it could catch fire. He shook his cup and swears he saw chips of flint. Mama, why is lead spelled the same as lead? And who is leading us? And where exactly are they leading us to? Mama, some big man from some big city said something about a big pipeline, said something about private property, said it was his, not mine. Look, whatever he did, it fucked up my braids and I couldn't walk real good afterwards. Mama, what's eminent domain? Mama, Carlos called from the inside, said he and all the boys on strike, said something about Nicaragua, about La Contra, about the war on drugs, said he ain't sewing American flags for 26 cents an hour no more, said he ain't no Betsy Ross, said he more Rick than Betsy, said they set us up. They pinned us Mexicans against blacks, against poor gringuitos, said the 13th Amendment got 2 loopholes called handcuffs, said Jesus already came back with the big boys to port it in. Mama, can you call God from the inside? Does God return voicemails? Will God know what number to call to get a hold of Carlos? Carlos said, stop waiting, stop watching the television, and stop drinking the water. I asked him when he's coming back, but there was this big click and a buzzing noise. Mama, when will big men from big cities stop building walls and bombs and prisons and pipelines? When will Carlos come back? When will the water be safe to drink? I mean, does the water clean itself? Or does it have to catch fire first? Thank y'all.